That's
So
it.
once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Heyo Show. Trust me, y'all know how we do. Check it out. My name is Matty Cakes, and I'm a local legend inside the metaverse with a double S at the end of the cake. And by my side, as always, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, she's the gib of the gabbin. She's the tit for the tat. She's the front and the back. She's the side by my side always. Yes, sir, indeedy. I'm feeling needy. For the lady, sometimes known as Katie. But to me, she'll always be the infamous. Plus, she's the co-hostess with the mostest from the what? West to the where? East Coast. Scatty Pookie. Let's see some confetti for her. Heart and soul of the team. Also, she's not up on stage tonight, but we'd like to give a warm welcome back to Callie J. Baru, the lady with the best front row view, our camera lady. Welcome back, Callie. We're glad you had a safe trip, and hopefully everything got sorted out for you. And let's see some confetti for Callie out in the crowd. Chris is also out there too. Chris filled in for Callie while she was gone. Team MCK's in the building. I'd like to give a special shout out to Lux Vision Studios Productions for bringing everything they see here straight to you guys. Thank you very much, M5 Divine, and of course, CJ Shotlow. Whoa. New avatars. First show with the new avatars, right? Holy smokes. Total Sims characters. Insane. The creator shirts. As you can see, Caddy and I are wearing pink tonight for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Let's see some support for our women in the world.
There is like no pink shit in that damn store, dude. There is nothing to wear.
No, you got to create your own. I got to be honest with you.
I'm done creating my own shit, dude. It's like I'm so sick of it. It's
I'm
all
up
stupid.
to like 350 things. It's insane.
Nope.
I've never
I'm
thought
done.
that I could own so many plaid shirts. But it's, dude, the people, let me tell you something about what's beautiful about the metaverse. The people in the metaverse are the most creative people. You would never, ever think that you could find people that would create wieners. And by wieners, I mean hot dogs. And if you guys want to do something really funny with the creative shirts, type up whatever character you want and then put eating a hot dog. And you get the funniest looking sweaters. It's hysterical. Have you ever seen Hannibal Lecter eating a hot dog before?
No, I don't think I have.
It's crazy. It's so funny. But shout out to the people, of course, in the metaverse that are super creative. Additionally, let's talk about something serious. So I don't know if you guys have heard. Is anybody out there a fan of science? Any science fans out there? Let's see some confetti. Confetti, anyone? Listen, have you heard one person? That's good. Science is just the whole world.
Fucking Chris.
Did you know scientists just recently, I don't know if you guys read science blogs. I do. I love them. Scientists have found a food that immediately annihilates eliminates your sex drive. Did you read about this? Did you hear about this?
I don't want to eat it. I don't even want to hear about it, to be honest with you.
Can anybody guess what the food is? Anyone? Scream it out if you know. It's actually wedding cake. Wedding cake destroys your sex drive. Yep. As soon as you hit sex drive right out the window. No, really. I saw an article about it. But I do have one here. Let's sit down. I do have one thing to say, ladies and gentlemen. Look how spooky Metalwood gets during this season. Holy smokes. When Caddy and I were coming into the studio today, I swear to God, there was a satanic ritual going on down in the lobby. We don't condone that kind of stuff inside of our studio, but it happened.
I love satanic
So there's a kid in my life who, he's my son's best friend. He has autism. I may have mentioned this, I think, in like season 2. This kid gives me jokes.
Yeah.
Okay. All the time. And I told this kid, you give me some jokes, I'll put them on my show. Oddly enough, a year later, the kid's still looking for my show on his TV. So he's such a sweetheart.
Hey, but with Lux, he'll be able to find it.
Very true. Very true. Confetti for Lux. So check this out. Listen to these jokes that this kid gets. I don't even know if I could say them. They're so stupid. They're funny. Listen to this. This kid gave me these two jokes. He said, hold on, let me compose myself first. He said, why did I can't fucking
Oh my
say it.
god.
He said, "Oh, actually, before I tell these jokes, our sponsors this week, as you can see by the billboards out there, work excessive overtime, miss your kid's life, be a man, and also, of course, we have once the changes are pointed out, the holy mackerel, the divine cuisine, uh, if you leave the building, make a
Wow.
left,
Are you
go
okay?
down 2 blocks, and then make a right. Yeah, why?
You just went robot.
Did I really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like your voice just went robot. Like you were
robotic?
under. What the fuck do you think robot means?
I don't know. I mean,
Yes.
did I sound like a robot?
Okay, keep going.
No. Did I sound like a
Yes,
robot?
you sounded like a damn robot. You just went.
I was given directions.
You're lagging
What do you
out.
mean? Anyway, so the jokes that this kid told me. All right, let me. Here's the first joke. He said, "This is the sweetest kid." He said, "Why do dogs not like
You back
driving?
on yet?
Because they can never find a barking spot."
Because I can still hear you on
So stupid.
talking on here.
That's cute.
It is cute. It's so stupid that it's funny. And the other joke he told me, also contextual to animals and vehicles, he said, he said, what happens when a frog parks in a restricted area? What happens to his car?
Yeah. Now I'm back.
It gets towed away.
Wow.
So stupid, it's funny.
You don't see
Hold on for a second, folks. I gotta wipe my eyes. Did I want to cry? I'm sorry, dude. It's just so stupid. It's funny. But I promise this kid will put the jokes on the show. Hold on. Oh my god, towed away.
Well, at least he got one laugh.
Hey, yeah. What are you gonna do? What? Dude, it's so funny. It's so stupid. It's funny.
It's cute.
Oh, let me catch my breath. I'm sorry. I apologize, everyone. Anyway, dude,
Well,
great
I
guest
have to be
tonight.
anonymous,
Savage SG from Meta Bay, dude. Like, absolutely astonishing. And we're.
Okay, I'm in this place called Heyo.
I know him.
What the fuck?
Am I the only one who just saw that? Did you see
I
that?
was just trying to understand what this.
Of course, I thought it was right fucking in front of me.
Did it touch you?
No, it didn't touch me.
Just making sure.
I didn't-
Just making sure.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get this. What time we got? Yeah, let's get this show on the road. Let's get Savage down here, because this guy's a wealth of
You going
knowledge, and this
party
guy's got good stuff. So, Savage, let's bring you down to the stage. This guy's awesome. He's really cool. Here he comes. Whoa.
I know him.
What do you
Like
mean
the
by
song.
robot?
I had to listen to the song. What's up? What's going on?
What up, dude?
What's up? What's up?
You're pretty smart, dude. You know what a fucking robot is, yeah?
I know, but you never like verified like what you actually meant by that when you said it.
What the fuck was that?
I thought it was you.
Hey, what's going on here? There's a lot of ghosts around here. What's up?
Oh, man, it is spooky season. So, dude, Savage, I'm super excited to have you here. I want to tell everyone, watch your step, because there have been a lot of leaks going on since October started. Make sure you watch your step. Excuse me. Savage, I want to have fun with you, but at the same time, I do have some serious questions, like stuff that I'm absolutely inquisitive about.
Hello.
Oh my God, what is everyone looking at?
Okay.
So,
I feel like someone's talking in the audience.
someone out there, someone being loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Did he?
It's Jen Smash. Jen Smash is being loud.
No, Jen Smash.
Oh, Jen. It's not Jen Smash.
No, it's not Jen Smash. Anyway, Savage, I have a really good question. So there's a couple MBs, obviously, that are inside of Horizon, okay?
Mhm.
We all know that. And my first question for you is actually a serious one. So when it comes to the name Meta Bay, okay,
Mm.
obviously a bay. Does anyone here not know what a bay is? Raise your hand. Okay, good. Hey, sometimes we get crowds that don't know like some things.
Yeah.
So, um, so since it's called Meta Bay, do you ever feel restricted in the fact that like, your brand name is labeled near like a geographical type location? You know what I mean? Do you ever feel some type of like, man, I wish I didn't put the word bay in there? Or
Yeah.
these are questions you won't get on any other show. Trust me.
Hmm. Um, the, a lot of the reason why we decided to choose that name was, of course, we wanted to get apart
Oh my
from.
god, Jesus fuck, sorry.
Are you
The
okay?
hell was
We
I?
wanted-
No, I'm not okay. God damn, scared the fuck out.
we wanted to get aside to the point where at that time when we first started, when Tito was alive, we were
course.
doing more paradise. It was the paradise side, but I wanted to rebrand because of course, that was, being that we always had that thing of having that legacy for Tito, and it's always been because of him. Like it all started because of him, and I kept going with his legacy and everything. But when we decided to rebrand, we wanted to do it a little bit different with, trying to make different worlds and stuff like that. But we always wanted that aesthetic of the ocean and all that stuff.
Sure.
It was something that we were good at, and our team has always been good at making worlds like that and all that stuff. But of course, in time, we started implementing different types of worlds, not just beach settings and all that stuff. Um, I guess MB just stuck to us because now we just say MB. We don't really say Meta Bay now.
Yeah.
Oh, MB, the MB. So it's now more of an MB type thing, not a Meta Bay type thing. But it's always, of course, called the Meta Bay. But I would say that yeah, it was kind of a restriction at that point when we decided to choose that name, because it was like more focused on the Bay Area, like it's anything with
Sure.
like beaches or whatever. But we ended up figuring out a way to work around it, and
Yeah.
it ends up
No,
Mhm.
that's a great answer. That was the best question we have, folks. It's all going to go downhill from here. So, I'm just kidding.
It
no,
might
dude.
actually. I'm pretty fucking hungover today, so it might
Yeah,
go that.
I've had a really, really rough day today. Oh man, dude, you know
Oh,
what? I
God.
forget what I wanted to say at the beginning of the show. I have to say this, Savage. I'm sorry. I brought you out here prematurely. I have to say this,
Of course.
guys. Oh, it looks like we have oh my lord, there's a what's it called in here? What are those things called that like mess around in your worlds? They're invisible guides or whatever. What are specialists? Train safety specialists?
Oh, it's trains.
Yeah, there's one right here on the list.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the Heyo Show. Anyway, I wanted to say this. This is actually very serious. I apologize, Savage. I'm gonna get this out there, and please don't be mad at me. I don't think women should have children after 35. Personally, I'm struggling with two myself. I couldn't imagine having 36. You know
I
what
say
mean?
don't have them past 30.
Yeah, there was one lady in the crowd, dude, and she didn't even have a pro, but you could tell she was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" Right now, let me finish my joke first. Sorry, it was in poor taste, but no, 36 kids I met, not 35 to each. Anyway, so was there any? We're done. We're done after this episode. Next week, guys, don't even come back next week. So
I'm thinking not.
We don't even come back next week. We're done. It's a wrap. Thank you, Lux, for doing what you did for us. Callie, sorry we couldn't get you here on the last show. But anyway, let's get serious. So in the beginning, since there already was MB Metaboo, MB Metabay, was and you've probably been asked this before, but I've never heard the answer. Was there any like conflict, and not even conflict? Was there just like, hey, like you're infringing on, or whatever the case may be?
Honestly, that's a question that I do not want to talk about, but I could probably say that when we did decide to do it as a meta bay, we never, it was never intentional to make it seem like it was for anything close to that. You know what I mean? It was more into like a Bay Area type thing. That's what we were thinking. So
No,
yeah, that's
yeah,
probably
no,
the best answer I
that's
could give for
perfectly
that.
that's perfectly fine. This shows
Did you
totally
just
about
pucker your
positivity.
lips?
Wait, did
Yeah,
I?
what was
No,
that
oh, it's
sound?
because
Hey, what was that
I'm
noise? What were
vaping.
you?
I'm vaping. I'm vaping.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, so what are we doing? Sucking on?
I know he was like sucking on. He keeps going. I'm like, what the hell?
Anyway, no, that's perfectly fine. And I understand. You know what's funny? That's the you're the first. I think you're the first guest to ever turn down a question before. That's
How dare you?
confetti
Get
for
off
that,
the
dude.
stage.
Heyo Show always does first time
Yeah.
things, and dude, that was I don't. That was the only two questions I had actually.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
he's-
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I'm a person that thinks that sometimes things that are meant to be said about other people is it's better off
quiet. What
to
the
keep
hell?
it inside.
No, I get it.
I don't. I
totally
feel
get it.
like I feel like it's not my place to even say anything. I mean, it's just I just let things flow.
perfectly, perfectly
You know.
acceptable. Yeah, no, dude, I totally get it, and I don't want any rigmarole because of that.
Mm.
I would rather avoid that. So, you're a father, of course. You have a couple kids. What was what would you say is like the most difficult thing in balancing being a father, having a full time job, coming in here and managing teams and whatnot? And I have a question about the teams too, because you do run a couple different teams, even though you guys are all one sole team. It
Mhm.
is branched off into different aspects. What do you think would be the most complicated aspect of balancing those three?
Um, I would probably say time. I feel sometimes that my time is not. I wish I can just clone myself and say that things could be done differently. The fact that I work from 8 to 5. I do have a business as well where I make T-shirts, but that's a business that I run usually on the weekend when I get orders in, and then having to come on VR from 9 to 2 o'clock, or sometimes even 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. So yeah, my time is really limited. So especially when I get out of work, I mean, I spend time with my kids and all that stuff,
Mhm.
and then I get on and stuff like that. Even if I have to take a nap too, because I do take a nap, because being here, staying awake all day it's hard, especially when
Dude,
you have to wake up
believe me.
early and everything like that. Yeah. So having a team as well, that's why I have such a big team, because sometimes that takes the pressure off of me. So I could always, have, they have my back if I'm not there. They understand when I can't come in. They're very understanding when it comes to those situations, and I'm grateful with my whole team. Like, I guess
Mhm.
I can say that if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be coming on here. Honestly, I wouldn't. And I guess that's what drives me, them,
That's
to
really,
come here
dude.
every day.
I think between you and Runk and any other person who's a creator that may be watching the show right now, please, this is. I'm not taking a shot at anyone. I think between you and Runk, I think you guys have two of the most organized teams when on here. You guys have formed. They're not even teams; they're like families of people. Shout out to both of you guys. You definitely have you have the chemistry. You have it down. You have it down to a science, and it's really cool. I know you've had some turnover too, but that's a given.
Yeah.
That's a given with any business.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Um,
realize how many people you had until
it's a lot.
there was like a post like
It's a
what
lot.
was for the last avatars or whatever. I was like,
Yeah,
Jesus
we have a
Christmas.
lot. Yeah, yeah, we do have a lot
There
of
it is,
people
ladies
on our
and gentlemen.
team.
There's
We
I'm
do
sorry.
run, of course, we do run two different sides. It's a UK side and
Yes, yeah,
the
of course, yeah.
American side. So they have, the UK runs their side, and our Paradise is ran by its, another team. So yeah, it's
That's a
very, very organized when it comes to things, and we all are in a schedule. Everyone's has a schedule, and we try to keep things, you know,
like the-
structured well, and as well we do meetings as well. You know, if we talk about new events or stuff like that and all that
I like the
stuff.
way you
So,
say that word. Say schedule again.
schedule,
Yeah, he said it. Yeah, he said it different a second ago, didn't he? Kent?
schedule.
Am I wrong, Kent?
Did my accent
don't
come
know.
out?
Yeah, say it normally. Say it
Schedule,
like-
schedule, schedule,
Yeah, it like
Schedule.
flows. I like the way he says that. Yeah, I never really realized that you had an accent before. That's crazy. So you got and I don't even know if I want to ask this fucking question. So you do the what is it, the Latin show on for Soapstone?
and so
How did you slide into that spot? And how is it working with Aaron overseeing everything, or does he not
Yeah.
oversee you? Is it someone else?
Well, he does oversee one of the ones that actually got me into the soapstone, and shout outs to her. I don't know if she's here, but it was Pacific. She was the one that got me into the soapstone. But you know, being there, getting to know everybody there. You know, when we started doing the Latin show, it was such a big turn. You know, it was a lot of people came in. It was very good. So they decided to make it an official show. So literally the next time we did the show, we were already official. So it was kind of like, oh,
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack before the night's over, and I got shit to do after this. I can't die.
so it's very
Who are you gonna call?
shocking on to see how many Hispanic people are in this platform. There's a lot of people who do come to the Friday show, and
So
I'm
you
very
speak
grateful
Spanish?
to be working with them. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Do you really?
I
I don't think I've ever heard you speak Spanish before.
So you might have to go on Friday to see that.
No, no,
We may.
nope,
We may.
cancel that.
We
So,
we may, but
Uno?
but on this, yeah, we
Hey,
may,
Uno?
but we also may not.
Reverse.
Yeah, we're gonna have to reverse the union on you on that one.
Let's reverse that
So-
one.
Yeah, we go. Yep. So this is what are we doing?
are you really blinking your eyes that much, or is it my hair?
I think it's because I'm smoking, and the smoke is going into my headset, so
That's
it's
the
making me
worst.
Oh,
blink.
dude, I
you-
feel like you're just like flapping your fucking eyes over here, and I'm just like
that's
getting
the
a little
worst
warm.
when you get are you smoking or are you smoking?
No. I'm smoking. I'm just vaping. Yeah, I'm not
Oh.
smoking. If I would smoke right now, I'll be, yeah, it'll be a different show.
I know. The other night, so Kat, you weren't there the other night. The other night, I met up with Savage, and it was a pause after every 3 words, and I'm like, this he's out of it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
'cause the night that we tested to see if he could get backstage, and oh my God, look at my arm! Did anyone else see that?
Not the lash
Did
out.
Did anyone else see that?
Atlanta, jeez.
Anyway, oh, the safety specialist is gone. Thank you for joining. Heyo Show. What the fuck, dude? What are we doing? Why are we still here? 4 seasons. This is crazy. But do you ever find that it's a conflict? Not even a let's erase that word, conflict. Is there ever a time, because of different traditions between UK and United States, and how they, how we recognize different maybe holidays or celebrations, let's say, is there any type of differential between the two where it's like, we don't do this over here? Sorry, that's my best UK.
We
laugh.
don't
Yeah.
do this over here.
It's like-
That was it over
I'm
here.
sorry. I sounded like more like I was like from North Dakota or something.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
over here.
But is there ever a time where it's kind of like there is like not, I don't want to say division, but you know what I'm trying to convey.
Yeah, I know what you. I could say yeah sometimes, but it's not that much. Every time we plan stuff out, we always plan it together as a team. So there's never like anything that, if they want to accommodate an American holiday, they do. Or, we always try to figure out ways to work with each other on both sides. The only thing I could probably say that maybe there's a little bit of a difficulty in is figuring out how to understand the way UK talks to people to the point where Americans talk to people. So it's kind of like sometimes American and UK, you know, sometimes UK, the way they talk, it sometimes seems offensive to an American,
Yeah,
but then an
no.
American,
Right.
you know what I mean?
right.
I don't know if you get
Mhm.
what I'm trying to go. So
No, yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
I get
that's, but we've got to know them so much that we already know. It's like, okay, we already know how to, you know what I mean? So it's, you can probably say that's the only difficult part of it, but we've got the hang of everything when it comes to that point. Yeah.
I
I
totally
mean,
get it.
we've been working, with
I-
them for a while. So
I work with the UK people at Bunkies.
Yeah, I have avoided people from the UK, and anyone from the UK watching, don't take offense to this. I had some bad experiences in the past with people from the UK, and I said, and I mean, if anyone ever works close with me, you know, like once there's I'm done, you know, and Caddy will tell you.
Mhm.
And it's just been this past year, I believe, within this past what 6, 7, what month are we on? 10? Oh my God, I'm still thinking we're in
Yeah.
June. What the fuck am I saying?
No.
So it's been within this past 10 months that I've actually started to become friendly with UK people again. And, you know, shout out to quite a few of the people on your team for helping me open that up. Also, dude, you've had some of the greatest bartenders in your world, dude, that make the spot. I know definitely Sammy was someone who like made you want to come down there because the energy that came from Sammy was so like it was just boom, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that was awesome. I'm anyone who's ever asked me before what's the most important part of the world, if there's a bar in the world, the bar is the most important part because it's a social gathering spot, you know what I mean? When you have the right people back there who were working the magic, so shout out to her because she was that was a great choice bringing her on. I feel
Yeah.
you did good with
Yeah.
that one.
No, definitely, and shout out to them as well. You know, Sammy, Louie, everybody that's in my
Louis
team
too.
here as well.
Louis V.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
but yeah, Sammy, when we first started, Sammy was he was the bartender manager at that time, and she would lead a whole team of bartenders, and it was crazy. Like the way she handled the bar was and you know that was one of the biggest things where when people would come in, the first thing they would head to is the bar. Oh, let me go see Sammy, or let me go see all the bartenders.
Dude, her sense of immersion was incredible.
Yeah,
Absolutely
and she would even like flip the bottle. She'd be doing like some crazy stuff. I mean, she's kind of old now, so she can't really do it as much. But
oh, she is here. Oh, Sammy's here. Yo, hey, let's get some confetti for Sammy. Hey, how did I meet Sammy? How did I meet Sammy? Sammy and I met at a Halloween party. Sammy, am I right? Yep. Sammy and I met at a Halloween party where the moment she walked in, she was holding on to a lightsaber. I was dressed up in a costume that Matlow 3D made. Shout out to Matlow. Matlow, if you're watching, I apologize. For the theme of the world, we had to change the name of your building. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. But we.
Oh, I just realized that.
I was gonna change the Fargo building, but I couldn't think of anything. But
Fart.
Anyway, so yeah, I met Sammy at a Halloween party, and it was like friendship ever since. I mean, really, really gnarly person, amazing person. Just so everyone knows, I won that lightsaber fight, by the way, and I came in 4th place in the Halloween dress-up contest too, so which was really cool. Caddy, what do you got for us? What do you got for us for Savage?
I just already did. Eyes bashing.
What do you got for us, Caddy?
Oh God.
What does everyone think about it? Yeah, let me ask you that. Savage, what do you think about the sit down gizmo now when it comes to your worlds? Have you experienced any problems, or have you had to change proportions of any seating, Have you had to do
Mhm.
anything? Meta questions.
Yeah.
But has it given you any complication, or has it been an enhancement? Would you say so far?
I would say it's definitely been an enhancement to the the way people interact, especially when they're sitting and stuff like that. Um, there is a lot of worlds that I've seen that are using it in different ways, which is
Right. No,
amusing,
we've
of
been there
course,
about that.
and stuff like. But
I have not.
yeah, I feel like the sitting gizmo is a game changer, and I'm hoping they change even the positions of your way that you sit. That would
Yeah.
be good as well if they decide to do something like.
No, dude,
Is
I
your kids
totally
in the
agree.
background? Is that your kids?
Mm.
Am I
No,
hearing?
Yes.
Oh,
no,
okay.
that's,
Yeah, it's
that's,
probably.
that's his kids. Dude, my kid, I'm where I sit to do the shows. Every time someone like the one of the kids uses the shower or the toilet, you hear it go down the like this main pipe. So for like the last 6 minutes, it sounds like my grandfather's been taking a leak in the next room. So it's like I think my daughter was getting a shower, but it's it's nerve wracking, dude. I I saw a note from you that said that you had a new collaborative project coming out, right?
Hmm.
You're not probably not allowed to
Yes.
talk about that, are you? Are you allowed to talk
No,
about it?
no, no. We could. No, I could talk about it.
Oh, let's talk about it.
So yeah. So I'm collaborating with DigiFits. We're making kind of like a cyberpunk look to like a paradise type thing. So it's actually coming out really good, and I'm hoping it should be done by this weekend, hopefully, and we could probably pop it out by the end of the
So
probably like Sunday or.
at that point,
Mhm.
would you guys ever approach someone like RJ, the creator, and say like, "Hey, look, we're rocking with this right now. Would would you guys want to do like kind of Caddy, what do we call that? What do we say? Where it's like, would you guys want to like piggyback off of each other or whatever to provide
Mhm.
business?" Oh, before you answer that, I had a conversation with someone recently that included you. And I think that what you guys are trying to do when it comes to traffic and your algorithm numbers for monetization, I think that your guys' idea is awesome. I think that you guys should go through with that full steam ahead. And I would totally help or back you guys in any way possible because that's super important. Super important.
Mm.
I don't want to say any
Definitely.
details, but it's
Yeah.
super. That's so gracious of you, dude. That's so gracious of you. Because you got some builders in here that just like hog things. We're not
Yeah.
gonna name any names. Okay? We're not gonna name any names. You got me on camera? All right? But this is a positive show. So we're positively not gonna say anything. So funny. Well, Fargo's in the
But
crowd.
yeah, but of course, when that comes into like the sorry, collaborations with people, I am willing to collaborate with anyone, to be honest. Mostly because I do find enjoyment helping people, and that's why I really my main initial focus, ever since when I started with MetaBay and all that stuff, my whole purpose was always to go support smaller creators, and it was always something that I always had, that I always do. So every time I come in, literally I come in at 9, I take at least 2 hours to world hop and see people's
So important.
worlds and support them as well. I feel that, of course, that's a point of networking, but as well, that's a point of getting to help people that need, that they would be, literally, I'm not gonna even lie to you. I go to some worlds that I've probably never been to, and I've never met the people in that world. And it's kind of, I find enjoyment when I go to a world and nobody knows me, because I feel normal at that point. You know what I mean? So when I go, to those worlds and I'm just looking around, hanging out and acting like like
A normal Joe.
I'm a normal person, a normal Joe. But I like that because it's I like going to help other people, and then when they find out, oh, you own this world, oh, you own that world, it's like, oh man, you
Then
caught me.
the
You're
jig
like,
is
damn,
up.
shucks, you got me.
Speaking of which,
Well,
speaking of community, I do want to say this for camera, and get this out there. Anyone in our community that, and I hope this gets seen, anyone in our community that is or has family in Florida, I truly and absolutely pray that you guys are safe, that you know there hasn't been anything too significantly detrimental in your life. I mean, class 5 hurricanes is kind of a significantly detrimental thing, but
mhm.
I truly hope for the best that everyone down there, especially the people inside of our community that we've come to know and love. So, confetti to the people in Florida for their well being, please. Um, just so you know, whenever I ask for confetti, I never actually see if people throw confetti because I never look at the crowd. But I, my ass cheeks are so tight right now because I'm so nervous. Man, I've been putting on
Fargo's
the,
like, yes.
I've been putting on the, he's cheering for my tight ass cheeks.
He
Thank
is.
you, Fargo. Security. So we no, but really, I think that you hit the nail on the head. The sense of community. You know, I've had so many people say that they want to do a show, and that was the wrong one. That they want to do a show, and I said, dude, it's not as easy as you think. Like, you can't just make a show and just expect people to show up. You have to show up to everybody else's stuff, grand openings, shows, podcasts, the whole 9 yards, and
Mhm.
just for the hope that someone will consider coming to your thing. Like, you have to invest in the community if you expect the community to invest back. Plain and simple.
Exactly.
Plain and simple.
Exactly.
And so
Mhm.
you hit the nail on the head with that one, dude. I'd like to know, what is it that you do in real life? Like,
Okay, so as like job wise, or
yeah, aside from the shirt business.
all right. So, my regular 8 to 5, I do e-commerce for a plumbing supply company. So basically, I'm basically inputting orders from the online side of things and communicating with these customers that are on, that deal with me online and stuff like that. So I've been doing customer service for so long, so I'm very good at talking.
Customer service is cutthroat.
Yeah. So literally, well, I get commission as well for doing the sales that I do online as well. So it's kind of more like me trying to sell online and stuff like that, and maintaining the website as well when inputting new quantities of items and stuff like that. So I do most of that stuff. Yeah. So it's mostly in the e-commerce side of things.
That
Yeah.
actually makes my next question make a lot more sense, because as someone who has trained people in speaking on the phone, yes,
Mhm.
when I was 16, 17, I was a supervisor at a telemarketing place, dude. The only reason why I worked there is because we used to get so high out back of there, and then they had this restaurant right out back where you get the best buffalo chicken cheesesteaks. You'd be ripped talking on the phone, just eating. It was the best. But I train people, so you of all people would know. And wow, that really resonates inside here. That speaking with a smile, speaking with your shoulders back, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Speaking with good posture and this and that, people can tell when you're in a positive
Yeah.
mindset, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Even if you're, and it's so amazing. So how would you say that what it is that you do in real life has correlated with what you do in here and the benefits that you've gotten back from that? That's a good question.
I would say, of course, a lot. Yeah, that is a very good question, by the way.
Thank you.
It does have to do a lot with the communication. That's what basically has basically transformed to what I am now. Because so when I come in here, I do communicate. I do talk a lot. I do I show my how do I put it? Especially,
Oh my
you know
God.
what? Let me put an example. When
No,
I
I
come
was
to
so
when
nervous for the next word that was about to come out. I was like, he should cut the camera. I was so
okay, no,
nervous. If there are any
so
children watching, go play Roblox.
yeah. So basically, just the same way that everything that I've learned over the years with customer service and dealing with customers and all that type of stuff. I've implemented that as well in the way I run this business. So it's kind of more like every time people come into the world, I try to communicate with them and try to be interactive. And these ideas come from certain a lot of the ideas that I have from the worlds that we've created. Some of these ideas are from other games that I've gotten ideas from. You know what I mean? And especially when it came to the drinks, when we made the drinks with Cookie, those drinks came from Grand Theft Auto. I don't know if any of you guys played Grand Theft Auto before. I guess most of you have. But there's a bar there. When you go in there, you drink and you get drunk. That's where the idea came from me. And I was like, okay, you know what, Cookie, we got to make this. And we started with one. Then we was like, okay, let's make another one. Then we made another one. Right now, we have like 8-9 drinks now. So it's kind of like that's where the idea actually came from. And of course, the way I've even when I do meetings with my team members and everything, the way I lead them and everything like that's all that stuff that I've learned over the years. And I've had in my, you got to understand, I'm actually, I don't know if not any of you know, but I'm actually 40 years old. I don't know if a lot of you know that I'm 40 years old.
Oh my God, you're so old.
Oh my God.
I don't know if any of you know that I'm 40 years old. So over the years that I've been doing all this, I've learned. I've owned I owned a prior business as well, which was an appliance business that I had owned as well, which kind of failed on me. But I've had my downs on certain businesses that I've ran, and to the point where I'm always trying to find ways to make money. You know what I mean? That's something that I've always pushed. And now that I have, do this t-shirt business and everything, which is going good, by the way. It's just something that it just drives me to keep going to do all this type of stuff. And now being that with this t-shirt business, I'm going to be implementing that as well in the metaverse. Cause my plan is, of course, and I don't know if, I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to come out. I'm just saying if they ever decide to make where we can make shirts in here in the metaverse, my plan is, of course, is if I sell a digital shirt, I'm gonna sell you the real shirt.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like it's gonna work out. You know what I mean? That's initially, yeah. So that's kind of a plan that I have. Or if you buy the shirt from my website, you'll get the digital version shirt in Horizon, something like that.
Put your hand down, sweetie. You're a co-host of the show. You don't need to put your fucking hand up there, especially the co-host.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so this t-shirt company you got. So if I asked you to make me a t-shirt and gave you a design, you would do that, right?
Yeah, any design. I do DTG, DTF, which DTG is direct.
Come back.
So no, no
Confetti,
DTG.
am I right?
So what it is, DTG is direct to garment. What it is, it's basically a printer where you put the shirt in the printer and it prints the image in ink on your shirt. When shirts are made that way, those shirts tend to last longer than any other shirt.
So I want a couple of Heyo t-shirts.
Here I thought you were a grown man with a cricket.
No, I don't. Actually, you know what? I started with a cricket. I started with a cricket, and you know what? That's where I started. I started off with a cricket, and then I started moving up. I started moving up to.
I do. I do make
you know what?
I do make my own clothes.
Who here has a cricket? Whoever here has used the cricket
Confetti,
before.
who's got a cricket?
I have one that I've never ever used. It's deep in the closet.
When I first got the cricket, I thought I was like the shit. I'm gonna be making some crazy stuff. You know what I mean?
Then he found out the price.
Yeah, then he found out there was other stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I gotta upgrade. And then I ended up upgrading, and then we to the point now we got embroidery. We have we have all these machines. We have I just got the machine to engrave We engrave in wood, engrave in metal.
I was
So it's
just
kind
gonna
of
tell
like
you that's the moneymaker right
Mm.
there.
the engravers. Those are yeah.
Mhm.
There's a lot of stuff that you can do, and I'm kind of hyped for the future with that. Definitely am.
I know someone who, and this is not a joke, who quit a government job because they started a business with burning wood, and it